Hey there, Crickets, it's your old pal Mr. Cricket here, and we are back with another part of the vlog. I think it's going to be our 2026 summer vlog. So we're going to Jamie's house in a little bit to hang out with him and the boys. But we wanted to go ahead and get another part done today while I'm up here. I don't know how many parts we'll have, but I'll know by tomorrow. And I do have to say real quick, I do apologize if the camera is a little shaky. Some of these roads are bumpy here in Greenwood, but they're not terrible. It's not like there's giant holes in the road or anything like that. So at the time of this recording, it's 2:53 right now. I'm gonna try to get the parts uploaded throughout this week. But we'll see how it goes. And just so you guys know, if you hear a sound that's like doo-doo or something like that, that's just the check collision warning on mine and my dad's car. So as you can tell, we're in the car, not the truck again this time. And the reason why is because we have to take the truck into the shop for some new tires because the front right tire is out of alignment. So I'm gonna ride by the old house for the new people that haven't seen it yet. And also, if you guys enjoy the type of content that we do here on the channel, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's hop into it. So these little buildings over here have been there for years. One of them got torn down. If you go on Google Maps and take a look at the street views, you'll notice what the big difference is. But the historic Kitson Market's there. That's been there for decades now. Oh, good, there's no cars parked here today, unlike yesterday. Though that's not really a bad thing. But yeah, that's the house I was born in. Or the house I lived in, I should say, not born in. I was born at Self Regional Hospital, which I have showed in other parts that you are more than welcome to check out as well. But that's my first house, or that's the first house I lived in. So for those that don't know, there's a park here on the left, and it's called West Cambridge Park. But yeah, these houses have been here for decades at this point. So this is where we were stopped yesterday because of the train crossing on the tracks. And since I went straight yesterday, I'm going to go right today. Kind of switch things up. Kind of wish I had like a phone holder in here that I could put my phone on, but I don't. So the reason why all those police cars are there is because the sheriff's office is right there. That's where my Aunt Donna used to work at a long time ago. Now she works at Lakeland Overhead Doors and Insulation. So I think that's cool. I'm just glad Donna is doing a job that she likes. Now we do have a couple life updates today. So first off, my cousin Taylin is a teacher, as many of you may know. She teaches at Matthews Elementary School. And this is her first ever year teaching, so if you know her and you want to type in the comments, you can. Wish her good luck this year. You know, say like good luck with your first year of teaching. Stuff like that. And when I was a kid, when I was little, I used to go to speech at this building here on the left. And this hospital on the right is where I was born at. This is such a big hospital, I don't even remember exactly the part of the building I was born in, but that's the hospital I was born at. And really, that's all I can remember. I'll try to not have the phone so shaky, though. I'm gonna try to figure out which hand is better to hold it with and which one it is better to have on the steering wheel. That's the DMV. That's the building on the right there, in case you've been wondering what that building actually is. It's where people go for like their driver's license information and all that stuff. Now, one thing we are going to take a look at while we're out here today is an update that we've been reporting on for a long time. Now that those trees are gone, that's really throwing me off for this turn. So, down this way, this road, which is called Premier Road, turns into Chalmers Park Road. at this three-way intersection up here. Now, Chalmers Park Road has been closed for a long time now. And it still is closed. And how I can tell is because of that sign that says road closed ahead. And I don't know why it's closed. So instead of going down there to turn around, we're going to go this way. And some of you may know, and some of you may not know this by now, but every day when I wake up, the first thing I say and think about is fuck Coach Marchand. And that is facts, everyone. Fuck Coach Marchand till the day he dies. And you might be wondering, why do I say that every day when I wake up? For one, because Coach Marchand is a fucking dickhead at Denmark High School, which is the school that Josh Wilkins and I went to. And it wasn't just me and him. It was some of our other friends too, like Caden Kelly, Zach Ganayadek, or however you pronounce that last name that he has, Ian Crutchton, Joseph Hibbard, and Hamilton DeBoyan. And this is actually where I'm gonna turn around at. I haven't turned around here in a long time. Now, am I worried about getting this on this little road here? Yes, I am. This would not be worrying for me at all in the truck. I'm not really that worried, so it's not a big deal, but still. And we really don't even have to stop right here. We'll just keep going. But yeah, I wanted to find somewhere I felt like was better to turn around at. Also, the Greenwood Metropolitan District is this way. That's what that green sign says back there. And that one on West Alexander Road. It's down that road. I'm not gonna go down there because I just don't really want to. But yes, it's down that way. Oh my goodness, my hand. I don't know why my hand has been so shaky. But you know what matters more than anything is that I'm okay and I'm doing my best to keep the camera steady. It's just some of these roads get to me. I guess that's what it is, I don't know. What they need to do is cut that down. Makes it hard to see oncoming traffic from that way, but we're good. I looked both ways, And that's the house I grew up in. For those that don't know that. And when I came up here in January and rode by there for the vlog, I noticed they cut that tree down that was there for decades on end. But that house I grew up in that I just showed is Mima's old house. It's my grandmother's house. In the Greenwood family. So I got a lot of family up in Greenwood. And I come up here about once or twice a year to see them. Now, these past few times, it hasn't worked out to see everyone, but we've been seeing who we can. You know, at the time of this recording, we had the boys' birthday party yesterday, and Chastity and Rad came, but they're the only other ones that came. So now we're on Highway 225. Now we do have some information that I'm not going to say because it's just kind of being kept personal, but it has to involve my cousin Noah. So if you want to message me directly and I'll tell you. But the reason why I'm not saying it on here is because I don't want to get people in trouble. I don't want Noah to feel bad. And I don't want him to be upset with me, and I don't want any of my family to be upset with me. But one thing I will say is that when someone is going through a breakup, don't make any posts about it. People have done that before, and it's not the best idea. Because if they see it, it's going to be hard on them. They're just not going to want that on social media. But you can always direct message me about anything. Message me directly and I'll be more than happy to talk about whatever. But I just don't want my cousin Noah to feel bad. He's a good guy. He's one of my cousins. He's family. He's part of my family. And the last thing we all need is for posts being made about, personal things. Things that he might not be willing to talk about. So, I'm not saying make any posts about someone breaking up. I'm just saying don't do that. It's not the best idea. Because I've made a mistake with that before. Everyone has. But if it's an accident, it's okay. No one's going to be upset then. But if you make a post about something like that, then you need to take it down. You need to, delete the post, take it down, and do that. But that's why I'm not saying it. Because I don't want him to feel bad. But what I will say is that next month we're starting back baseball from the time I'm filming. And comment down below what your favorite sport is. Me, personally, I gotta go with football. I got 2 sports that are my absolute favorites. Or 3, actually. But for me, I've got baseball, football, and basketball. And especially college football. Go Tigers! My dad and I are huge fans of Clemson. So we're huge fans of the Clemson Tigers and Georgia Bulldogs. Fuck Alabama. Alabama will just destroy everyone. Hey man, fuck Alabama and fuck Big Red. Oh God. Fuck Alabama till it's backwards. We are gonna say fuck Coach Marchand, fuck Miss Shitcon, and fuck Alabama. And that is 100% facts. And fuck Big Red. Yeah! Fuck Big Red. And we call our friend Joseph Big Red because he has red hair. But I'm gonna pause this for a minute just until the light changes and I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just had to rest my hand for a minute because it was gonna start getting sore and I didn't want that to happen. So that's why I paused it. But I'm good now. And one thing I will say is that when you're posting stuff, sometimes you just need to double check to make sure it's not anything you should be saying. So to the right here is Highway 34. You take that road all the way down, you eventually get into 96, which is a city in South Carolina, or another city in South Carolina. When I lived in Somerville, I used to go through 96 to come up to Greenwood. So because we went left here yesterday, I'm going to the right today. Because we went straight and left yesterday. And if you don't already know, if you can't already tell, they're changing out that light there. So we're going to show you where Matthews Elementary School is. For those that don't know. And we have 2 teachers in my family. Donna gives me all the updates, and that's how I find out about what everyone has been up to. So Taylin is a teacher at Matthews Elementary School, and I know I've showed it in different parts of the vlogs before, but I'll show it again today for all the new people watching. And our other teacher is Trey. Trey Copeland is Rad's son, and he teaches at Greenwood High School, and he's a math teacher there. Now, Taylin's fiance, Ryan, works with tractors all day. But this school right here is where Taylin teaches. Matthews Elementary School. And I was telling Donna before that when you're up in Greenwood, it's like everything is so close. Holy fuck, they're changing out this light too. Well, all these lights here are getting changed out in this town, aren't they? The kind with the flashing yellow arrow is becoming more popular. Yep, so at the time of this recording, which will be tonight, Donna is getting the boys tonight, so Jamie will be taking the boys to Donna's house at about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Sometimes he takes them at 8 o'clock, and other times he takes them at 9 o'clock. But he does take them to Donna's house after, he gets off work. Because Donna is supposed to have the boys on the days that Jamie is having to work. They stayed at home instead of, going to Donna's house over the summer because Donna has rules for them that they don't like. And they feel like the rules are, not worth it, and they are worth it. It's just part of growing up. So it doesn't matter if they don't like the rules. They're 13. They need to grow up and everything. But this is where I went to school at when I lived here in Greenwood. When I went there, it was the Greenwood Early Childhood Center. Now, fun fact, when my dad went to that school, because he went to that school too, but he was in middle school when he went, so when he went, it was East End Middle School. And then it became the Early Childhood Center. The Greenwood Early Childhood Center when I went there. And it's still the Greenwood Early Childhood Center today, but I had 2 teachers there, Miss Michelle and Miss Linda. this light too. And I rolled the window down to see how hot it was outside. It's warm today. So this morning I went to church with Donna, just like I normally do when I come up here. And then we went to lunch with some of her church friends at Carolina Tavern. So that was fun. And then we went to the car wash to take her car through the car wash because it was dirty and she couldn't take it anymore. We didn't make it in time to get the arrow. No. That's alright. But yeah, they're changing out this light too. They're all getting changed out. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just saw a police car and I didn't want to have the phone in my hand. But I didn't realize there was a police car there. And actually, I'm gonna go a different way. I've gone straight here so many times. I haven't gone this way that much. There was a little barn down this way on the left. You'll see here in a minute. I used to go to this barn to feed the goats. But it is right there. So now we're on Lowell Avenue. I thought it was Lowell Avenue at first, but it's not. It's Lowell Avenue. We are all good. I tried to make it in time and I couldn't. But that's alright. It's just for fun. That's why we do these vlogs. They're not important or anything. They're just for fun. And I've actually never been stopped by the police before. I've had my driver's license for 4 years now and have never been stopped by a police officer once. Now, funny, my dad has. One time, this was in 2019, but he came up to Greenwood with me for Christmas in 2019 because I didn't have my driver's license yet. Didn't even have my learner's permit yet. And we got stopped by the police for the tinted windows because the windows in this car are tinted. You probably can't see it, but they're tinted. So he was being pulled over for that. And it's actually illegal to have tinted windows. Police officers have a tint meter line to measure it. Or at least I think it is illegal. But yeah, my dad wanted to get tinted windows on this car. And the back windows in the truck are tinted, but not the front ones. But that's where the boys go to school. Westview Middle School. They went to Dr. Benjamin E. Mays Elementary School for their years of elementary school. And fun fact, that's where Taylor was doing her practice teaching at. She started teaching at Dr. Benjamin E. Mays Elementary School after graduating from college to get into teaching. And she had another teacher with her in the class to help her out, but then she got pregnant, so Taylor took over that room and started teaching that class by herself. But I want to put this away for just a minute so I can rest my hand. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. 2 things that time. I needed to rest my hand again because it was starting to get tired, and I got stuck behind a train when I was on Briarwood Road. So now we're on McCormick Highway, which is also Highway 10. One thing I found out earlier from Donna is that Taylor teaches dance at Point of Grace Dance, which is this building right here on the left. So that's where she teaches dance at after school. So some kids get out of school and they go there for dance lessons. I just can't believe they're changing this light out. So we're going to go ahead and go to Jamie's house now. Spend some time with him and the boys since we came up here for the boys' birthday and getting to see family. I'm not going to see Noah and Taylor and Ryan this time, but I will see them when I come up for Christmas, which nothing should change at Christmas, and hopefully no one is sick, because I swear it feels like every time I come up here for Christmas someone, not no one, but someone is sick. And I don't know why that happens every time, but it does. And then, of course, if I don't come up for Christmas, no one is sick. I just... excuse me. Goodness. But yeah, I don't know why it's always like that. But I know everyone feels bad about it. And I mean, it does suck. But when you're sick, rest is best. And also, one thing about Noah is that he doesn't work at Montague's restaurant anymore. He quit there and he's now working for Climate Control. So first he was working for Pest Control in 2024. Then he worked at Two Brews as well. So he had 2 jobs total in 2024. He was a head chef at Two Brews first. And then they were forced to shut down because of the hurricane that happened in 2024. And then he was a person working for pest control. And then he was a head chef at Montague's restaurant throughout the last year, 2025. And now he doesn't work at Montague's restaurant anymore because he wasn't really a fan of it anymore. He didn't like his job there anymore, and he wanted to do something that he would enjoy more, and I don't blame him for that. Because that's just another way he's doing it better. And that Lakeland overhead doors installation on the right, or that Lakeland overhead doors and installation place on the right is where Donna works at. But Jamie has his new girlfriend, Megan. Now we can talk about him breaking up because it's been 6 years. So it's just when someone is going through a breakup at first, it's going to be hard on them. Now, I do know someone that was supposed to get married on March 6th of this year. And again, I'm not going to say names because I don't want to get people in trouble and I don't want anyone to be upset. But I will say this. I know someone, and I will not mention names again. I know someone, though, that was supposed to get married this year on March 6th of this year, and they broke up. If you want to know who it was, message me directly and I'll tell you. I just don't want it being shared to the whole world. And I completely understand that. And I would feel the same way too. You know, when I went through a breakup before, because I've gone through breakups, I have had a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend right now. I'm back to being single after almost 2 years. But I have gone through breakups and I know how hard it can be. But I will say, the person that I know was supposed to get married this year to their partner, well, they were engaged, but I can't say who it was. I know most of y'all wish I could, but I can't. The only way I can tell you specifically is if you message me directly. Sorry, that was the car. Oh. So now we're on Laurel Avenue. Now, this part I will say, Because I know Taylor and Ryan are not breaking up anytime soon. We all hope not, at least, but they're not planning to. All good. It's all good, though. In the end, everyone is happy still, and that's what matters. The ones that broke up were just doing what was best for them. Now, there was this girl named Kaylee that Jamie was dating, but again, they broke up like 5 or 6 years ago now. So we can talk about that one. Just not the one that, happened in March of this year. And you guys have to promise me if you do decide you want to message me directly about what happened, about, let's say, the March situation, do not tell anyone else about it. Don't do that. Because if you do, you tell everyone, I might get in trouble. So, message me directly if you want to know, and don't tell anyone. But we're at Jamie's house now, and it looks like his new girlfriend Megan is home. She stays with him sometimes, I think. So I think she lives with him sometimes, but Jamie and Megan have been together for over a year now. I will come over here, and yeah, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. TikTok, Instagram, links are all in the description below. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I love you crickets to death, and don't forget to keep it crickety.